session. All right. Do we have a motion on accepting the agenda?
Yeah, so moved.
Okay, second,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Accepted. I take it everybody's read the minutes from the last meeting. Do we have a motion on that? Motion.
I motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, announcements.
Aye.
Application has been submitted for Tree City USA. Okay. We gotta start planting again.
That's
Yep.
That's my thing. I would rather water bag all summer long than to get some trees in the ground.
Sure. I mean, we have,
If
if we want to retain its status.
yes, we have to.
Yeah, we plant so many trees a year.
So
Huh?
back's to soil, so sitting around.
Yeah.
How about what's the latest on the chipper? Is that going into the
Everything is up and running right now. Everything is good.
no, but I mean the chipping, the grind, stump. grind.
Some grand, I'm gonna talk more about that tomorrow morning. How it's said. That's gonna be a capital budget.
Just a question. What are we doing to, in fact, make sure we identify this as a town tree and that we have it on the registry of the town trees that we are creating?
Well, Dale they've tagged a good portion of, I think what we have now. They've all got medallions on them.
Hundreds.
Yep.
And do we have a list sort of on a website where if somebody wants
Really?
to take a look, they can find it?
I can work on that through the course of the winter. I mean, it's a long process. I can work on that through the course of the
Yeah, I want to have it started, okay? And
Okay.
get it started and show that it's in progress so that we can't be accused of not hearing what the public is saying about no place to go look.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, there is no, as far as I know, there's
Well,
no list.
we lived on an honor system for so many years.
Yeah, well, it doesn't.
If you come back and find out, you know,
But we are making, I think I talked to Emily Molden after the meeting last night. And,
Yep.
She's very interested in getting involved with the GIS mapping.
Well, let's get her to help us and because they've got staff to be able to do it. Come on, let's reach out.
I was saying, we lost Will here.
Yep.
He was gonna be great, but for one reason or another, I have no idea why he left, but he wasn't working on the GIS stuff.
No, I know.
So,
can I ask you a question on?
yeah, you're breaking up, Ben.
Oh God, all right. Can you hear me at all?
I can hear
Now,
you.
yes.
All right. So I'm afraid that Will sort of holds the keys to the kingdom on this information. He did all the data entry, and I assume that this software is owned by the town. We really need to get with the town GIS programmer. Who is that, and how do we start talking to him or her?
Talk to IT. Talk to
IT.
Yeah, talk to the person who has IT, Karen.
So Stephen has
Karen,
for GIS.
Yeah.
what's that?
Stephen has a contact for GIS. I can get that from him. What
If you
information do you need?
So specifically, we need to start working on the town. We need to expand the town tree overlay on Nantucket GIS. Currently, it's called shade trees, I believe, is a layer on the town GIS map. We want to expand this and possibly call it town trees, just something different. It's very general and it's not comprehensive. So what I'd like to do is talk to whomever we need to talk to, both within the town and within the DPW, whomever is responsible for the data that exists now that Will Delurba started with the WPI students. So there is a lot of information. It just is sitting it's sitting on a computer somewhere, and it's not being, it hasn't been entered into the town database yet. And further than that, it's just not complete. So we need to see what's been done, and then we need to identify what's been done in order to identify what still needs to be done. So if there's a point person in the town that can answer to any of that, that'd be helpful.
Ben, would you be willing to come to a meeting if I can get Will?
Yeah, definitely,
Okay,
Yeah,
for sure. Is Will Delurba still working for the town, or is?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, he's
or
working
no?
for natural resources.
Oh, okay, all right. He's working for natural resources. All right, that's good. Okay,
That's part of his background as well.
oh, yeah, in his capacity.
he's going to be buried with natural resources. I can tell you that. I can guarantee that. But at least he can give us an idea of where to.
Was he working with the Concom? What he's doing? Is that what-
Probably. Yeah, I would expect. Is he working for Jeff now?
Yes.
Okay.
Will actually emailed me earlier today saying that Emily Molden had reached out to him about continuing work on the tree inventory. And he
Yeah.
said there's a possibility he might be able to do that under his position at the NRD.
All right, that's great. Well, he'd be the guy. He'd be my first choice for sure. Not only does he know the trees, he knows what's been done.
And Emily's also indicated they might be able to fund,
Well,
if we have to outsource it too. That's a possibility as well.
well, he don't know the location of all town trees, in no way, shape or form. Do we?
So that's,
Yeah.
that's-
No, he just knows. I guess what I'm saying, Dale, is he knows what he has done so far. So there's been a bunch of work that has been done. So at least we got to get that straight.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then
see
find out what still needs to be done.
Exactly, which I'm sure there's a ton.
Right, for sure.
And we're making headway with the planning board too. They're now requiring trees, at least town trees, to be put on any kind of approvals that come before them now. At least they have in recent, at 39 Union Street. And it looks like we're able to kind of short circuit that, even though they haven't made a final decision on that covenant lot. But
We got that big, beautiful elm in the back of Diane Cohn's shop, and the one in the front yard.
yep,
But I can't get to eat. I can climb. I climbed the one in back a few years ago,
right.
but I can't do nothing to the front end.
Yep.
It's just nothing for me to work on. There's no drop zone. There is no
Yep,
nothing.
yep.
So I really got to get that thing done. So we got to get that on the list.
Sure.
Dave, that was really well done last time, because at a public meeting, you put everybody on notice that that's part of what they have to do now whenever they go to the planning board.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
it took a little bit of, I don't know, arm twisting probably isn't the right word, but, just making everybody aware of, this is where the buck should be stopping, not with a tree here.
Right.
So, and I think it'll definitely,
just to go back to the Tree City USA, when I answer those questions, they're asking a lot of things of, they need to know number of trees, how much money. We really need to start documenting that information, because I've kind of been using the amounts from the previous years and just going up a bit.
Yeah.
I can give you the questions that they asked, so
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute.
yeah, we'll talk about it.
okay, good. Okay, let's go to, we got 43 Union. Haven't heard anything about 43 Union at all.
I did get a phone call today. There was some surveying going on. I never got a chance to get her because I had to run to the hospital.
Okay, all right.
To there, but I did get a phone call from George Zimmerman, whatever his name is. Zola.
The owner.
Say it again?
The owner.
No, one of the advocates for helping us try to preserve that tree. He lives up
Oh,
on me.
yeah.
Okay,
And he called me and told me that
that was what Phyllis just had on the screen.
Yeah,
That
I'll
was
share.
probably his letter.
Yep, okay.
Okay, all right. Well, I haven't heard anything more, so
Sure.
I hope that they've had second thoughts. How's the sewer project going?
I pruned the poplar tree yesterday. The big poplar. Tulip poplar. I pruned it yesterday.
Oh, the tulip,
Yeah, tulip.
tulip tree.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
good. Okay,
I pruned it yesterday.
Okay.
They gonna call me when they go toward this.
okay, so they haven't gotten there yet.
They was just grinding it up yesterday, so I took advantage and got it,
Yeah,
and got that raised up.
Yeah.
Cleaned off, I got it where you can see the wires.
Good.
And I think probably tomorrow, Monday, me and the excavator guy gonna walk up Lily Street.
Okay.
And just kind of put the things out there.
Okay.
And but I told them I'm gonna call them whenever they need me.
Okay.
So, but right now, it's a slow process, so.
Okay, so we just talked about tree mapping and the public hearing. Okay, that's something we gotta chat about. The selectmen last night, for those that weren't there or watching on TV, agreed to mitigate one of the trees and keep one. And the agreement for the compensation on the mitigated tree is 10 trees, 8 of them elms in the 4 to 5 inch caliper range. Now, and then something that's not going to get sort of in the way of the building. Two will be planted back.
Okay.
And Karsten has agreed to it, but I think we have to get a little more teeth in the measure to make sure that this actually happens.
Yeah, Libby was drafting the, she was being clear on drafting the motion at the end in terms of being specific with respect to what it was that 8 needed to be elms and two could be any other type of tree, but they also had to be at least 5 caliper, I think.
So where does that money go into escrow or something? How does that work?
Well, you know, when we've done this tree credit policy, whoever has a, you know, that we agree to a removal, uses that money and buys whatever
Right.
the local nursery or another nursery. Right. So Craig,
So how does Craig, so what the town, so does there need to be, there probably needs to be at least 2 quotes, right, for these trees? Is this is a planted cost, I would assume, or what?
he just has to supply the trees and the town does the plant.
We're gonna do a planting, I mean,
Yeah,
we don't-
yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah,
actually.
okay.
That's on planting.
I mean,
costs.
I came up with just a kind of a ballpark value for the elms that are there, and I said, you know, I'm thinking maybe $25,000 or $30,000. So and 10 trees in the 5 to, you know, is probably $2,500 a piece.
Yeah.
So that's at 10. I think we're at a pretty
The
good
only,
value.
the only thing about that, if sidewalk planting, we're very limited with with tree that size.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'd rather break it, if we can just talk to them, break it down to do the.
I think we get the value,
Value of, okay, I see.
value and then go from there.
Yeah, because that's limit me is in sidewalk planting.
Yeah, right.
Ken, you're more adept at dealing with town politics than I am, but could we arrange it so it's like a top figure and we buy the trees within that figure? Or-
Well, yeah, I think what you talked about was what we were looking at the value of the tree that was going to be replaced, removed, or what have you. And so we need to come up with a valid basis for that. And that then becomes the basis of the money that the town gets in terms of being able to spend to remediate.
I have a question. I
Pardon?
have a question. Did we,
You were breaking up there.
Okay, my point is that we need to come up with a basis for the valuation of the tree that's going to be remediated. And so you spoke and everybody clearly understood that the value was about $25,000. So one of the things that we need to do is to be able to come up with a basis that, after review on the basis of other trees or what have you, the value of a tree like this would be $25,000, and that then would be the amount of remediation that we expect from Kirsten Reinemo in order to be able to meet his obligation of providing the funds for 10 new trees.
Now, how does the town go about getting that money out of, him as far as?
Well, but the point is that as we get to implementing that, that's why I want you to come up with a recommendation to me and to Libby with respect to the value of the town. And that means that we need to, in order for him to proceed, he needs to have provided a source of the funds or made the funds available to the town in escrow, so that we don't have to go chase after him.
okay,
So based on the memo that you sent to Libby and to me, that will be the basis that we go to him in terms of saying, okay, we know the resolution was passed, but this is the value of the tree. This is what you have to agree to, and we get that in agreement in writing, and then the money in escrow.
Something on town.
Yeah,
Okay.
will you?
And I'll sign it, and then you can send it along to.
Yeah, but you'll send me the rubbish.
I will send you the verb.
did we add in the value of the damage done to the tree that's gonna stay there? I mean,
I don't think we gave any approval for him to move the tree that was staying there.
No.
no, but I'm just saying, I mean, that's definitely gonna be some root damage, that's definitely gonna be over there. And
Well, we do have to, there has to be, I've already set parameters with him as far as how close, the no dig zone around those trees.
Correct. That was talked about last night.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, I just wanna make sure that that's something that's been
He even mentioned,
stated.
Yeah.
Do we have a choice of trees to be removed?
yes, as far as I know.
No. The point is that realistically, the tree that's going to be removed is the big one on the corner.
That's the one I would rather see go anyway because of the wire.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's already has problems with its growing into the power lines.
Yeah, that's the one, that's my point.
Okay, fine.
To me asking that question, that's the one I would like to see go.
All right, good.
Yeah. I think everybody agreed that was the one that really should go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will reinforce that. There was one other thing that came to mind.
Dave, when you draft the memo, shoot it to me and I'll review it before we then send it on to Libby as well.
We will.
Okay.
All right, I think that's, okay, so that's that. Yeah, so I mean, he can't really get a building permit until he escrows things. right?
That's where we have the leverage.
He does not have a building permit today.
No,
All right.
no, because he couldn't file anything that worked within the scope of with the trees.
Okay. Good. All right, this is the next question is Dale go to, no. We jump over. Anything more on 10 York Street? Has anybody heard anything about Krishulik's project?
Nope.
I heard he's actively trying to sell the lot, but there's still stakes in the ground there, and I go up that street occasionally, and okay, he's a couple of questions I gotta ask Dale here, so, let's skip over to the elms at 39 Union Street. Just to reiterate, we've made progress with the planning board. I think they're definitely stepping away from the covenant lot being in that front area where the trees are. They're talking more like the back parking lot. But it's still shoehorning something in there that probably doesn't belong. But anyway, I'm supposed to meet with Paul Santos and Leslie Lindsley there at some point before the next planning board meeting. So, but I've already reiterated to them that it's a no-go. There would be just too much root damage to trees if there was any attempt.
Where's this thing?
At 39 Union.
39.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, the scary part is Leslie have a list of all the pressure lamb that was planted. She have a list.
Oh, yeah, I know. She said she loves the trees.
I gave her a list. I mean,
Yeah.
why you just letting people just go and, you see what I'm saying?
Well, she wants to live there herself and sell the house. That's the deal there. She wants to live in a little cottage on the property. She don't want to sell it to somebody else. She wants to keep it as a little cottage. She
Put up a
wants it-
TV.
Yeah, well, that's about what will fit there. You know,
Put up a TV.
on piers, you know, I mean, it's just really close, so. At any rate, we'll see. I'm very hopeful and very optimistic that the planning board is gonna step away.
How you doing? That's a good place to be.
Thanks, Scott. We'll see you. Thanks, Scotty. All right, back to number 4, 41 Westchester. Have you met with her yet?
I've been attempting to get over to put the filter fabric down. My life is just absolutely.
Yeah. She's getting more and more,
Because I have not gotten over that. She
more
decided she want to go for removal.
Right.
We can go through the process.
Back it up a little bit, Bonnie.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
I just have not been able to get over that. I just got so much
Yep,
going on,
yep.
you know, and.
does she live here year round?
I think so. I think she lives a year round. So she had mentioned she was gonna go through a hearing. She wanted to go through a hearing for removal.
Yeah, well,
So we can wait till that process happens unless she
Yeah.
can wait. I'm probably going to, try to get over there Monday, Tuesday, to put, Tuesday, Wednesday, to put the filter fabric down.
Yep.
And spray some sucker stop.
Yep. Okay.
Cause I do have sucker stop, not that I've ever seen it work.
right. Now, number six on the 126 Main, where they excavated there.
Yep.
That-
Nothing is going on right now.
Everything's good.
Everything is at a standstill right now.
Good.
Because everybody, the whole neighborhood is fighting.
Yeah.
We're fighting for that tree.
Yeah.
You know, so right now we at a standstill.
Is this the Linda Williams issue?
Well, she's involved somehow, and I don't know how she's involved, but she's involved with 126 Main Street.
Yeah.
That's Bob Francis's old house.
Okay.
No.
And so right now, nothing is moving at all.
Yep. Okay. Ben, have you heard
So
any?
what is, no, I haven't heard anything. I mean, I know Chip, but I told him to talk to you about anything, Dale, that, you know, that any questions he has and, you know, to give you all the,
Yeah, it didn't seem like anything was really damaged.
I mean, you got a lot of feeder roots, but I mean, if you cut them clean and whatever they're gonna do, and
Yep.
you know, but as long as they're not digging any deeper than they're digging.
Yep.
And they're gonna stone dust it and
Yep.
come in and cut them roots clean.
Yep.
That's it, but that's the end of it. They cannot go any deeper than it is.
Mhm.
The question is, are they gonna give them the roundabout to go around instead of pulling straight in? They want them to go around the tree.
I, you know, from the get-go, I wanted that parking spot right next to the house.
Yeah.
And that's where it should be.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see where we at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep an eye on, I'm come the 20th of next month, I'm on Main Street the whole way.
Yep.
Unless something fall, I'm doing the whole of Main Street this one.
Good.
The whole of Main Street, I'm getting every one of them done. And I just did the honey locust today.
Yeah.
Once I get started on elm trees,
Yep.
unless there's an absolute emergency, that's what I'm doing all
Good.
winter. I'm trying to get as many hybrids and elms done this winter as possible,
Good.
so.
Uh, Something that's not on the list. What else have we been up to that's of concern? You mentioned it just before, and I can't remember. Something. Anybody got anything else while I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to think of?
Well, I had raised the issue with respect to the Quinn Street tree, and you said
Yeah.
it would be later.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
So that's,
My,
I think, yeah, we certainly at the center of. He's been very,
my question, only tree I've known to be on Quincy is the Catappa right across the street. That's the town tree.
Yep.
Why are we claiming that tree? Just because of the hazard to the public?
I think so.
Or?
Yep.
I think it is a hazard.
I mean, it's definitely happened.
Yeah.
But somehow Rhoda Wyman got involved, and it's just been a big wreck.
Well, there we go.
You know, I mean,
Is Rhoda her attorney?
Yes, yes. I'll reserve any comments.
I'm not beating, but I'm just saying, when you got me, myself, you, I've had Jim Cook look at it because.
Yeah, everybody that looks at it, it's,
The point is that I gave her to a period of time. I'm now going to send her a letter indicating that in view of the fact that she hasn't gotten back to me, I'm going to get in touch with town council, to have town council send her a formal letter indicating it is will be her complete responsibility for anything that happens as a result of anything with that tree.
Do I have to get involved in that with?
No, at this point in time. No, I just wanted to advise you that, I'm glad I heard that there is no change in you or any people that have looked at the tree. And I'll just be able to say that there's been no change in the opinion of any of the experts as to what needs to be done with the tree. And as a result, you have not agreed to let us take the tree down. I'm going to ask town council to in fact send you a formal letter as to your legal liability.
I know one of the, wasn't the thing that was on my mind, but the two Carolina poplars in front of Eva Maria Townsend.
Yes,
Are we making any
No,
progress?
let me talk to Steve about that, because if I can get it down 50 feet, I can take over.
Sure.
So I'm gonna get with Sam.
Yep.
And because he's under the town thing, have him come in, capitalize, take the top out, and I can finish it.
Right, and the time to do that is when they get the street
When it
closed.
gets the street closed.
I mean, if the
So,
street's
let me,
closed, then we can just go to
I'm
town.
gonna have him meet me, and see if we can stay under that process and go get the top out, then I can take it from there.
Because we've already had a hearing on this, so we can proceed ahead.
Yeah.
However it takes, but I mean,
Okay.
they come by there with going curb to curb. There's gonna be nothing left of that tree on that side,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be so dangerous after that.
Yeah.
They're just gonna fall.
So let me
The
ask you,
wrong
how do
way.
I get Sam into this thing?
All right, I think we've covered most of what we needed to talk about. All right, anything else? Anything from anybody else? I think we gotta make room here anyway for the IT people, so I think we can adjourn. I'll let you know about next month. When would it be next month?
17th of November.
17th of November. Well, let's tentatively, there'll be other things to talk about by then, particularly based on what we have on today's agenda. So 17th of November it is.
Okay, and John, Dave, you're going to send me a draft of the thing that we talked about relative to last night.
Right. Yep.
Okay,
I'll send Phyllis the, my.
yeah, and just have her send it to me. I'll review it and get
Yep.
back to you, and then we can send it to Libby.
Okay, good. All right, so we gotta. That said, do we have a motion to adjourn? Any motion? Motion to it? Okay. I guess not.
Charlie, I saw Charlie's lips move.
Okay,
So I'll make a motion.
okay. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay, we'll see you next month.
Okay, take care.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, good.